Hey, so this year I took part in Ludum Dare. It's a 48-hour game programming competition. You start from scratch and you make a game. Some kind of game, any game. There's a theme. You try and go with the theme, but mostly, this is my first one. I just wanted to complete a game. I actually had a pretty good idea of what kind of game I wanted to make. I was going to make it fit the theme anyway, so I just wanted to get one done. I did get one done, more or less. It's pretty terrible, which as promised. And it's a game built in a Microsoft Access database using VBA. It's not actually a database game. It's a dice placement game, but that's what I built. So I'm going to show you, if you guys wanted to, if you took part in Ludum Dare, you can go vote on my game. You can. I don't really care. It's gonna get terrible numbers anyway, but you can vote on it. You can vote it up or you can vote it down. Whatever. It's pretty terrible. It's slightly incomplete, and that's fine. But it is, I think we can all agree, technically a game. So mine's called Power Plant Assault. I just themed it that like you're getting attacked by robots, but whatever. Let's just get through. If you wanted to, so it's a Microsoft Access database. If you don't have Microsoft Office installed, then in order to play it, you'd have to go to the Microsoft website and download the Microsoft Access 2013 runtime or one of these runtime things. It's just a thing that allows a computer that doesn't have Office to run the Microsoft Access part of Office. It can do runtimes. You can't go in and edit the code or anything like that. It lets you just run them. So with that, you could go to the Google Drive that I have linked from my Ludum Dare entry. I'll put the links down below the video. You can download the zip file. It has Power Plant Assaults. This is the game itself, the ACCDR file. It's a runtime, and it's got two folders: a folder full of sounds, folder full of images. You can download that and you install it, and basically you where is the folder? Programming folder. So you install it. And you get what? Really, I didn't put the things in there. Okay, your folder. If you unzip this stuff and you put it in a folder, should look something like this. There we go. So you go and you run powerplantassault.accdr. Access database. You gotta hit open. Wow, my things are all gonna open on the wrong screen. That's lovely. It remembers what screen I was working on. So, Power Plant Assault by Demonac. It's some kind of image. New game.
The power plant is under attack by some kind of robots. We're activating defenses now. Use dice equal to one of the values in the robot's defense to damage them.
Yeah, there's a lot of explanatory text because it's just a game where you click things. Anyway, so what you do in this game, the enemy roll like an attack, and you roll your down here, and basically you can click on a die to select a die, and you select a die. I click there, nothing's going to happen because like the guy just said, you need to match the robot's defense. This one has defense of 4 or 5, so I've got to hit it with a die that is either a 4 or a 5. Now, I'm just skipping ahead. There are other things. Here's power is kind of your hit points. If I click on the power with nothing selected, it tells me you can use 2 of a kind to regain power equal to the die value, or you can use 3 of a kind to regain power, die value times 3. That's pretty hard to do. There's some other stuff going on, but anyway, I'm going to take one of these. You've got this little stored box down here. You can store one of your numbers. So I'm going to store one of these 4s. That'll be handy for later. And actually, I'm going to take this 1 and I'm going to shove it down there. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to take this 4 and attack.
The drone drains some of our power. If you get doubles, you can select the 2 dice and click on the power to restore that much energy.
Alright, I'm going to do what the guy said. I'm going to get 6 and a 6 and click on power. Woohoo! Restore 6 power. So there's no cap on the power you can have. You're probably going to lose it faster than you gain it. Probably, but you never know. These are different looking enemies. These ones that are kind of a swarm, they actually have 1 extra hit point for whatever part of the game you're at. They rolled really low on their attack dice, though. I'm not too worried about them. And here we find out something. If I attack this one, he doesn't die. His picture turns red to show he's damaged. But he loses his attack. Then, because I attacked, the other one got to go, and it did its attack and did a little bit of damage, as it shows up here in what's happening thing. It's bot swarm number 1, like enemy number 1, attacks, draining 1 power. Oh no. Got a log here that tells you what's going on. I'm going to have to pass a skip turn. I'm going to keep saving that for. One of the things is, I didn't get around to making logic to tell if you have no viable actions. And actually, even then, this wouldn't automatically pass, because I could choose to take this stored 4 and put it down here. Whoa, clicking here caused a crash. That's awesome. Again, we're talking about a game that we made in 48 hours. I wasn't really spending that
The power
time
plant is under attack by some kind of robots. We're activating defenses now. Use dice equal to one of the values in the robot's defense to damage them.
Okay. So, yeah, we're starting over again. That's exciting. None of these numbers work on him, so I'm going to store that. The 6 isn't going to be useful for a while, in all likelihood. I'm going to put the 6 in there. Why not? 3 in there, and pass. So, pow noise, he does 2 damage to me. I got to pass again, because I could technically use these dice to put them in air, but I'm not going. Actually, I'm going to save the 1, because it's just going to go away. Okay. He rolled a new attack. I rolled new attacks. Now I've got one that can hit him. So, let's take these 2 3s and actually gain 3 health. And I'm going to store this 2, and I'm going to hit him. Die.
The drone drains some of our power. If you get doubles, you can select the 2 dice and click on the power to restore that much energy.
The level things don't quite match up. 48-hour game! So, that one's got a 6 damage attack. I should probably hit that guy. Okay, the other one attacks for 1. Fine. And actually, I'm going to take... If you have 3 dice, you get, instead of healing 4, I can heal triple that. So I get 12 hit points, which means this game's going to go well now. Pass, so everyone gets new dice. Oh, that guy rolled a big attack. Let's hit him in the face. He also dies, which is convenient. So that one does his attack. He's all out of attacks. I can still do stuff with these. I'm going to store this, and I'm going to lock this one in the combo. So what am I doing with the combo thing here? Because that explanatory text, I guess, didn't come up, or is going to come up now. Let's kill this guy and see if the explanatory text comes up like it's supposed to. I'm going to hit him. I actually can't finish him right now, but I'm going to store this 4 and this 5 and keep the 6 down here instead. Okay. And now let's just finish him.
If the attack lets up for a moment, you can store some of your dice to shore up our defenses. Collect the numbers 1 through 6 down below, and it will increase our defense, reducing all incoming damage slightly.
Does it have a tooltip? I really needed more tooltips in here. I didn't get around to it. Your defense amount is subtracted from enemy damage. Max defense is 3. Good to know. It's pretty hard to get 3 of these, but we'll see. So these guys are a different enemy. They need a 5 or a 6 to hit them. And they have a special ability that basically never comes up because the levels are not well designed. It's random what enemies you can get, and at some point I made a change in what enemies can show up at what levels, so you tend to not get these guys at the same time as the only things that you need a 4 to hit. And their power is if you spend a 4 to attack, they do 1 damage to you. Like, each of these would do 1 damage. If there was a guy out here that needed a 4, and I spent a 4 and hit him, I would actually take 1 damage from him and 1 damage from him. But that doesn't matter. And also, there's no tooltip explaining that. I wanted to put in detailed tooltips. You mouse over an enemy, and it would tell you kind of all about that enemy. Didn't happen. So, yeah. We're going to do not much to these guys. We're going to take these 2 1s and heal 1. Woo. And pass. And pass. And we're done. See, this is where there should be logic that says you can't do anything, literally, and then skips automatically. I don't have that in here. But, yeah. So, I've got a 5, so I can hit him. I don't have a 2 to get my armor. Arr. But we're going to attack this guy, because when you attack an enemy, even if you don't kill them later when they have more hit points, attacking them takes out their attack, like stops their attack if they still have an attack left. I'm going to do that. And then I've got literally nothing to do with these dice, so try again. Okay, we're going to take these 6s and heal another 6 health, because we're doing crazy that way. Oh, we've got the 2! Defense combo complete. Defense is increased by 1. Now I would take 1 less damage from everything, but we're going to hit that guy in the face anyway. New wave. Okay, so now we've got one of the guys who takes a 4. Of course, I've got none of the guys with the counterattack thing. And 2 of these swarms, the swarms always have +1 hit points relative to the other enemies at their level. But on the plus side, you need low numbers, which you don't normally need. Everything else takes high numbers. It takes low numbers to get the swarms, and and you have 3 choices for them, so it's a little bit better. But they do have that extra hit points. We're immediately going to take out when it's random which one will attack first, but we're definitely going to take out this one because that guaranteed gets rid of one of the 6s. And we got lucky. This guy attacked not the one with the 6, and we can finish him off. You know, even though he didn't, yeah, like I said, even though he didn't die, we hit him, so he lost his attack. Now I can finish him off. And then pass. Okay. Ha, he got a 1. Sucker. Let's store this 6, just in case. We're going to put a 4 in here, and smack this guy. And 1, 2...
I must thank you for all the power. It has allowed me to upgrade my robots. They'll now deal more damage and be harder to destroy.
Well, that's kind of annoying. Also annoying, this guy is only hit on a 6. I stored a 6 because I made the game, and that I just know what's going to happen. And most of the enemies are random. This one at level 5 is fixed. You will get 1 enemy, it'll be this guy. Actually, the number of enemies is and their positions is predetermined. Not that the positions matter. But this particular enemy is the only one that can... Like, when I was designing it, each enemy just has, like, a list of, these are the wave numbers that they're allowed to show up on. This guy is the only one that has 5, so he's guaranteed to show up on 5, even though it randomizes the enemies from the ones available. Okay, we're going to... no, we're not going to heal 5. We're going to get armor. Well, we're not going to get the armor now. He's going to do 6 damage, so we're going to take him out. He's actually still alive because he has 2 hit points, and they're all going to have 2 hit points now, which means swarms are going to have 3 hit points. But we'll pass him. Now we're hunting a 6, or preferably 2 6s. He rolled low for damage. He's only going to do 2. -1 defense is going to be 1 damage. So I'm going to ignore him. I'm just going to take this 6, lock it in there. Defense increase to 2. And now I can use these numbers. You don't have to click on the right number to put it in here, actually. I always forget that. Because initially you had to click in the right place, but yeah, I wanted this game to be a lot more, obviously, when I started out, but, you know, it's 48 hours. As you do, I was running out of time near the end. There's always more you could have put in. I wanted there, from the start, to be a list of, player abilities and a bunch of different monster abilities and stuff like that, and I kind of designed it to have that, but I never implemented either of those systems, really. I was going to go implement the monster one, because I was like, damn it, some of the monsters have to be somewhat different. And then I ended up just hard-coding the swarm thing and the counterattack thing instead of putting in a smart system for it. Because when you're trying to make a game in 48 hours, you should really just use the Lascaux method. Like cave paintings. Like, just caveman it when you can. So we should probably take this guy out. I mean, I could cheese it more by sitting around, but whatever. I'm going to use that 5 and take him out. It's fine. So these guys have 1 and 2, and I've got 2 defense, so I'm laughing at them right now. Keep that 6. Let's smack this guy. Yeah, use at me for nothing. Oh, sorry. There's a minimum damage of 1. I forgot. They're always going to do at least 1 damage. Does it say minimum 1? It says minimum 1 in the log. Yay! Yay, log. Log is good. Everybody loves log. Anyway, yeah. Take out the one with the big attack. Of course, he's not dead, but it got rid of his attack. The other one zapped me for crap all. It's minimum damage 1, so he does 1. None of these numbers are useful to me, except for killing, so let's kill him. I put in a little bit of a delay when you do stuff there. Oh, I don't have it showing when I attack them. Oh, damn it. It really needs to be... I thought I'd put that in, that it shows something when you attack them. I guess I didn't put an icon for you. So it shows it's re-rolling all the dice. He's got a big attack now, which would be scary if I wasn't just going to kick his ass. Let's store this too. And say goodbye to you. Okay, we're getting... at this point, I think there are 3 enemies every wave now, from now on. And also, look, the swarms with 3 hit points is starting to add up. So let's see if I can go through this faster. I'm going to hit that. 4s are not useful, because again, it just worked out that I stopped using the enemies that took 4s. It was just like the noob enemy, the really basic one that used it. Okay, this one randomly attacked first, which means I can still take that guy out with my stored one, which is awesome. And I can store this 3. Pass. They rolled all 3s. I've got 3 defense. Like, they're only going to do minimum damage to me anyway. So with 3 defense, which is the max, you can't go above 3 defense. But I'm just going to kick everyone's ass now. So should be pretty easy mode. Let's hit the guy we can hit. Or actually, let's use one of the lower numbers. Yeah, there's no point in collecting those for more defense. So let's actually heal 3. Because they're only doing 1 damage each. So that's going to kick their ass. I'm going to take one of those. And I can't do anything about that. I guess I'll store this too. I could use it to hit him, but I might not get any low numbers. I might want to use it to take out his attack, because obviously I'm the expert at this crappy crap game that I made. Okay, we're going to want to take those guys out. Damn. Okay, so I got Swarmed for that, so we'll take him out. And Swarm's still kicking. I can actually defeat the Swarm right now, and I'm going to. I'm not going to waste time trying to cheese it and heal out more. With the 3 defense, it's actually pretty easy. Should probably be capped at 2. Just based on the way the game is. The idea, though, was that the player was supposed to have a list of special abilities, so that when you ran into this crap, when you ran into this stupid wave, this is the second last wave, I think. So it's got 3 of these guys. They're all 6 defense. They all only get hit on a 6, and they have 3 hit points. That's ridiculous, right? It's supposed to be just like the end of the game, pretty much, because I never got around to coding the boss, which the system was designed to have a boss right from the beginning. The boss comes in, and he's, like, much bigger. He takes up this whole space, which is why there's a bunch of empty space there. But I never drew him. He's probably just going to be the same image as this, but it would be impressive because it would be big. But yeah, never got around to the boss, even though I had him from the beginning. Like, damn it. So none of these numbers are very useful. We're going to heal 3, and then we're going to take a beating. No, there's still one. There could be a later level. What's going on? Did I cause it to hang up or something? No, store it. Okay, there was pass. There. I must have clicked something funny. Microsoft Access, probably not the best way to build this interface, and certainly the way I built it in this short amount of time is not the best way to build this interface. Okay, we got a 6. We're going to use that to hit the one that has the biggest attack, because that'll prevent the most damage, but I can't do anything about those other guys. Demonac attacks, draining 3 power. Alright. So we re-rolled. I've got nothing to hit them with, and I can't heal because none of my numbers match, so we could be losing. But yeah. I made this kind of... Part of the reason that I decided to do this at all was because I actually had sort of a game in my mind that bears a slight resemblance to this, and I wanted to kind of sort of prototype it, get an idea of doing that. So this kind of did that. I adjusted it a bit to sort of resemble the theme, at least text-wise. But yeah, nothing's going on. I'm not going to try and store these numbers because I think that's where I was getting a crash by trying to store numbers when I couldn't store numbers anymore. There's a 6, so I can take out that big attack, and then get shot, and then get shot. So it turns into a grind here. Because the idea was the reason that I had these guys that were only hit on a 6, there were supposed to be special abilities for the player in the game that you could use at different times. Like, there was supposed to actually be a reroll phase that happens before, like, each time everyone's out of dice, or each time it's a new level, it does the reroll, and then you have a reroll phase, and you might have some abilities. Like, you might have the ability to add +1 to one of your dice. Or you might have the ability to reroll one of the enemy's attacks, which could get worse, but it could also. But if you're re-rolling a 5 or a 6, that's pretty good odds. I think also the first four levels, they're supposed to be doing half damage rounded up, and I think that wasn't working because I'm pretty sure I saw some big numbers in those early levels. But you start with enough hit points, it's fine. So I'm still not able to do anything about these guys except heal a little bit and then pass through. A lot of them attacks and not a lot of my attacks because this level is poorly designed, that's why. So I could hit him and knock out that bigger attack, or I could hit this guy and he'd be dead. Let's do that. It's one less guy. So in the future there's less damage incoming. We're going to heal that, even though it's more damage this turn. Are we going to store the 4? I'm going to assume I'm going to win this level, and also if I get a 6, I'm not going to store it, right? So we're going to keep that 4, because then There's something screwed up, and the next level is not... Like, this should have been the last level, really, but... Okay. Pass. Oh, my God. I got 1-6, but they got 2. They put one of them in the hospital. They're going to put one of mine in the morgue. I think we're going to lose. Although we're taking... Like, the reduced damage is amazing, but... no 6s. Okay, we're going to heal... Actually, pretty much all their damage. So that's not that bad. The minimum damage is 1 still. That one, not the minimum damage. And they rolled a 6 again. And I've still got nothing to hit them with. Oh my god, this is not good. The 3 armor is worth a lot, but like, ow. Stop rolling 6s and 5s. There's nothing rigging their damage to be high. Those are still 1 through 6 every time. They're just kicking my ass now. They've had enough with this armor. So that 1 healing is going to keep me alive through this turn. Okay, I guess I was going to live anyway. And, okay, they got 3s. They're only going to hit me for 1 each. If I could heal any, it would do it, but I can't. But I can hit one of these guys and stop that attack. So I'm still alive, technically. Now I've got a 6, but the minimum damage is 1, so I can take out this bigger attack, but I'm still going to get hit for 1, and...
The power plant is mine.
Game over. And then this should reset to the menu. And I don't understand. Man, I have no idea why this stupid thing won't give me my menu back. I tried to fix that, but that menu didn't even exist until really into the last hour or something. I didn't have a menu, and I don't know why it insists on hiding my damn menu, but I guess that's the game over screen. So, yeah. It basically has a kill screen because I never coded the "you won the game" thing. The closest is like when you get to the last wave, the guy telling you is the last wave. So you know that, okay, I guess that's the kill screen. So that was my Ludum Dare 39 entry. I don't know if I'm going to be entering in the future, but I can say I've done it once. I made technically a game in 48 hours or less. Obviously, I slept and stuff like that. In fact, I didn't take it all that seriously on Saturday, which is probably part of why the game's so crappy, but also... It's made an MS Access. Like, what do you want? I worked with what I know, which is the language which is the Visual Basic that I use at work. So, that was it. And again, if you made a game in Ludum Dare, you can go vote on there. There's a page where, if you go to the ldjam.com website, you can check out all kinds of games there. Quill18 made a game that is way better than this, and he made it in about 12 hours because he didn't have time to do the full thing this weekend. And it's pretty sweet, so... Yeah, you can check that out, but that's what I did this weekend. Now back to working on TDDC for next time.